Hello, it's Richard over at the Breakaway Café again. Now, during many years of owning businesses and in roles as senior managers, Craig and I have been asked many times what we thought was the most common mistake made by business leaders or managers. Now, as a young manager, I was once looking after quite a large group of people, and one guy, Peter, who was technically very good at his job, saw me struggling with an IT problem. Now, IT was a hobby of Peter's, and he very quickly resolved the problem for me, and I thanked him for his efforts. Soon after this event, I noticed that he had begun to help other people with their IT issues too. At first I didn't pay much attention, as the team were appreciative, and he was only helping out after all. However, after a while we seemed to be getting lots of IT problems, and Peter was failing to meet deadlines on his own work. In fact, he seemed to always be staring into the back of either his own PC or someone else's. I was getting very frustrated at the bottlenecks that were being caused by Peter not delivering his own work on time, but refrained from talking to him because I could see he was helping other people. Eventually, however, it became a real problem. Our contracts got behind, and I decided to engage an external company to check over our IT, and agreed a maintenance contract with them too. I then took Peter aside and I told him that he would need to put all his efforts back onto the job he was being paid to do, as he was spending far too much time on IT, and this had caused many production problems by him not completing his own work on time. I told him that I'd employed the services of an IT company to take care of our IT problems, so he no longer needed to be bothered by them anymore. To my surprise, he began to get very angry. He pointed out that if it wasn't for him fixing the IT problems, then production would have got much further behind than it was already. And he demanded to know why I hadn't talked to him about this before. He also informed me that the IT company I'd engaged had got a really bad reputation, and that had I involved him in this decision to engage an external company, he could have pointed me in the direction of a really good one. Annoyed at his reaction, I ended the conversation abruptly by saying we had all wasted enough time and that we would need to all get back to work. The relationship between us understandably became really awkward, which was a shame because we had previously been quite friendly, and in fact a few days later he took great pleasure in handing me his written notice to leave the company. Obviously there were many ways that I'd handled this situation wrongly, but the main one was that I had not given Peter feedback about this situation that was affecting his performance soon enough. I let the problem get out of control, and it culminated in me losing a good member of staff. And this is the most common mistake that we see leaders and managers make. If you don't provide prompt feedback to your people, you are not giving them the chance to improve their performance. At the Breakaway Café, we can look at the skills you need to be an effective leader or manager and work with you to help you avoiding the mistakes that can sometimes lead to you losing good people. So come over to www.thebreakawaycafe.com, where we can provide you and your company with a whole range of management skills. We look forward to seeing you there.